Hello YouTube and welcome back. It's been a little while since I posted a video. I've been recovering from a hand injury and I thought I'd show you what I've been up to in the shop for the last few days. I've gotten to where I can go fishing again now. I'm still not comfortable paddling, but that's coming soon and I'll get back out on the water and get some more content made, kayaking different places and fishing. In the workshop, I needed some workbenches. So there are absolutely, there's no limit to how many different designs of workbenches and different types and styles you can find. And I found a channel on YouTube, a man named Ben Tardif. And Ben had a video that he made about a modular workbench system. And so I made these two following along with his video, and then I'll show you what all I did with them. Now these benches, there's probably 50 different videos besides Ben's of people building his design. So I'm not going to take you through the whole build and everything. I just wanted to show off my finished product, and I'm very pleased with how they turned out, and thought I'd give you a look at them. So these are 2 foot by 4 foot. They're on 3-inch casters, and like I said, it's a modular system. You can see in the end of the bench here, there's some bolts. These bolts go through some holes in the frame of the table, and there are holes all the way around the table on all 4 sides and on both tables. So these can literally be joined in any configuration. There are probably dozens of configurations that I can make with just these 2 benches. So you get the idea. The holes match up. And no matter what position you put it in, all the way around, the holes match up and you can run the bolts through there and bolt it up. Now, Ben also did a 2.0 video on these benches where he actually added this piece of wood right here, so you didn't have to bolt them together. You could actually clamp them together. And you'll see on this end of these 2 benches, I did that. I didn't do it all the way around the benches, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So with the 2 4-foot tables, like I said, there are at the very least dozens of different combinations that you can arrange these tables, or different configurations that you can arrange them into. But I did a little something else too. I also built one that's 2 foot by 8 foot long. And so obviously that increases the different configurations to hundreds, maybe even thousands, I don't know. But I'll show you some of the different configurations that you can do with this. So in the interest of brevity, I'm not going to try to go through, like I said, what is at least hundreds of different configurations, but I will show you what else I did with it. Now, all of these tables are the same height. So if you're working with odd sized material or odd shaped material, you can configure the table so that the entire project can lay up on top of the table. You can also configure, you have an 8-foot table, you can make another 8-foot table. You can have 2 different workstations at the same time. You can have 3 different workstations at the same time if you want. And I also wanted to incorporate some of my tools into the process. So I have 2 table saws. I have a big shop saw, and then I've got this smaller one, a job site saw. And I built a cart that would accommodate the job site saw and hold it where the saw table was the same height as this. I think I've got the saw table is like maybe a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch taller than this, so there's no lip to hang up on material. But I can use this as an outfeed table that way, or I could use one of the smaller ones as an outfeed table if I wanted to also. Now this is where, when I incorporated the clamping flange that Ben did in his 2.0 version of this build, obviously this cart is way shorter than this one, so the holes can't be made to line up. And rather than worry with the holes, I can just take clamps, put them on right here, and clamp these two tables together. And it's secure enough to be able to use it and do whatever I want with it. So if that wasn't enough, I also have more than one miter saw. And in order to add the miter saw into this system, I put the same flanging, the clamp flanges, on one end of the two 4-foot tables. And the same thing with the miter saw clamped in. The table on the saw is the same height as the table on the workbenches. So I can use the workbenches as in-feed, out-feed, whatever I need to do without having to set up roller stands or something like that for additional support on longer material. And they're still movable, and it's all clamped together as a solid unit now. I can also place these and bolt them, clamp them, whatever, end to end, and make what all total like 20 feet. And all of it is going to live against the end wall of my shop there when I get it cleaned out, and be out of the way if I need to bring them outside or move them or reconfigure or anything. The reason I went ahead with the holes on that Ben used in his original build is because I like the idea of the semi-permanence of bolting them through. The only thing that I did different here than what was in Ben's video, I used wing nuts on the bolts, and I made my tables a little bit taller. I think these are like 38 or 39, 40 inches, something like that. And that's the only difference. The casters on the ends have locks, so I can lock those casters down and lock the other end down there, and it still stays put just like it's supposed to. It was easy to build them. They were, I think the first one, it probably took me an hour and a half or 2 hours to build it. Once I got done with the first one, I had a surface to work on. The second one took me probably less than an hour. The 8-foot one took me about an hour. And then the two shorter carts, probably a little less than an hour a piece for them. The only thing I had to do was change the height of the legs for them. But that's what I've been up to. I've been real happy with it so far. It provides a lot of surface to work on. If you're interested in building a shop table or a workbench, check Ben Tardif's videos out. I'll leave a link to his video on these in the description. But thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I hope to be back out on the water soon, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.